I have one question for you. Have you ever seen someone and just felt that maybe he has a better life than us? Maybe life is easier for him because he is smart or fit. Maybe he is from better college. Maybe he is a scholar who always gets 9 CGPA. Maybe his family has connections, or maybe they have a huge money. And at that point, we always self-reject. We always see these people and quietly accept that maybe these type of people get succeed in life and we are the one who just try and then try. Hi everyone, I am Vishal. I'm a software engineer at Google. Before that, I have worked with Amazon and Microsoft. It's been 6 years of journey towards seeing the ups and downs with a lot of tech stack changes and of course the AI. I post content on Instagram. What type of content? So my content is about the salaries of each and every company for each and every profile. I tell people that this company is paying this much money with this much stocks and this company is paying this much money with this much stocks. Why do I do that? Is that a flex? Maybe I want to show people how rich these companies are, or maybe how privileged we are. For sure not. That is not the intention. I personally feel in this materialistic and a capitalistic society, we always want someone who can tell us, why do you need to study? Why do you really need to focus on these things? No one will directly tell us. If I will directly tell you, just go and study, you won't, because you don't know what's the outcome. That's what I try to show you. And that's why I am doing this Instagram thing. I also did stand-up comedy. I am doing this since last 7 years because the only reason I do stand-up is that is the only thing in my life which I am doing without focusing on money. All the aspects, I only care about money. Maybe that is good, that is bad. I'm not sure today, but yeah, we will get it. Now let me tell you a real story and you will see the crack. There is a crack in everyone's life. We are not privileged, we are not getting everything in our hand. 2015, June, I woke up. It's a beautiful story and a story with an happy ending. And it's my story. I woke up, I wore my best blue shirt, best black pant, because that day I was going for my interview. I was really nervous, but I was feeling positive that maybe today is that day where I can show my family and my bloodline that we will not die poor after this. That was the day I was waiting for. It was a big company. A lady who has nothing to give you, who has nothing, she cannot give you anything, came there with dahi chini, and she is not cool enough to know how to say all the best. So she just did this. When your mom do this and give you a dahi chini, she's trying to give you her heart. But that personal feeling and that particular feeling comes with a big responsibility. And I was like, I have to crack it anyhow. I went to my interview. I got the list. I was reading it. Vinay, Vikram, Vikrant. I failed again. But this time, this was the last company which came to my campus. There was no second chance now. I already lost all of the chances. Is this the happy ending? No. The happy ending is just after this. Because that was the last failure of my life. I realized I cannot feel more down from this. I cannot go more down. This is the max I can lose in life. And at that point, I realized the only way is forward now. I went back. I again studied. And it again happened. I again lost. What I'm trying to prove you and making a point here, I was trying to get a technical job through my technical skills, but life has some other plans. When I went back my home, next 2 months were there for internship. I lost all the chances. All the peers went to Bangalore, Hyderabad, or maybe Japan. Till that point, I didn't know how an airport looks like. I had zero idea. What's the feeling to go in another city and tell your parents, yeah, I am going to work there? I had zero idea. I was feeling depressed. I was not feeling good. All the friends are out of the city for the next 2 months. At that point, and it was required, I really needed an internship. Did I upgraded my technical skills? Maybe. Did I try to reach out to people through cold emailing? Maybe. But the thing which worked for me, and I am being honest about it, I went to Quora. I was that guy who goes to college and in the buses, I just read the answers on Quora, how a person feels after they get their first job. What is that feeling? I was missing that. I saw a co-founder of a coding company. Coding company, it means it's a edtech startup. They were trying to teach people how to do coding and how to learn it. And I was a failure from the coding round, from the interviews. I saw on Quora that co-founder is trying to explain to other people why their company is good. There were around 100 plus answers from that single person why his company is good to learn coding. I just saw that, and I even didn't know that guy. I had zero idea who he is. What I did, I took that company, I checked it, I studied for 2 days only, and I checked what type of content they are providing on their site, and I started to give the answers on Quora. Random. No expectations, nothing. I am just writing the random answers on Quora because I have nothing to do. I was empty. I was shallow. After a week, that co-founder reached out to me and asked, would you like to do an internship with me? I was shocked. It was never the plan. Ever, never. Still, I got that. There was a crack. There was no chance to get that internship through my technical skills. But maybe life has some other plans, and it was the other way around. I am doing Instagram since 2 years. Why? At one point, I was working at Microsoft in 2024, and I realized it's not the meaningful work which I want to do. I am not getting the fulfillment. Yeah, there is a good paycheck. I was getting that salary, but every time something is missing. What was that? I had zero idea. But I had one thing that I really want to build something on my own. So I worked on an influencer discovery platform where I was trying to find the influencers for brands. It's a legacy. You are seeing Sachin Tendulkar, Amitabh Bachchan doing the commercials for brands, and we trust those brands. That is now changed from celebrities to Instagram influencers. Every brand cannot afford Virat Kohli because he takes maybe 10 CR, maybe 20 CR. We cannot afford that. We need to sales. We need to sell. That's the main motto. We need to use our marketing budget only. So that's what I worked on, and I was building that influencer discovery platform using LLMs. So we were checking all the sales-driven assets like Amazon, Shopify. We were integrating that how an influencer is reacting. If an influencer is working in Delhi, but his views are getting from Mumbai, then he is not a good fit for a brand who is selling in Delhi because all the audience are from Mumbai. That was the bigger problem. While doing this, I had zero idea how should I verify what an influencer looks like. I have zero friends who are influencers. I don't know what is a professional dashboard on Instagram. What are the metrics we can see there? There was one belief that let's do this. If I don't have an Instagram friend, I don't have an influencer friend, let's become that. And starting that day, 15th April 2024, I started to post Instagram videos. I got 5 views, 10 views, 15 views. It was gradually increasing. I was trying to relate with the audience. Fast forward, my startup falls. I lost all the money which I spent there. I had zero expectation after that. But I gained 80,000 followers on Instagram. Again, it was a crack. I had never this plan that I want to become an influencer. I was always in my life wanted to become an entrepreneur. And that's how life takes you down. Life turns around. These 2 stories told me you can't always expect. The third story, which I really want to make you feel that why I am saying this is because since my first day of college, I was trying to get a job at Amazon. Google was never the dream because I knew it that I have zero caliber to crack it. So I was not targeting that. That is very, very far from me. Microsoft, no, because I thought it is very hard. Amazon, yeah, it was hard. But sometimes when you achieve something, then your relatives come and they ask you, what's next? I got the college. The first question was, when are you getting the job? I got the job at Optum, which is Optum Global Solutions by United Health Group company. They came to me. They said, congrats, Vishal, but do you know, Amazon is tough to crack. Please don't say that. I was waiting for this moment since last 4 years. Why are you giving me a new target? And who are you to giving me a new target? I was not self-aware about these thoughts, so I just pursued it. I made my life hell, worked so hard, that I cracked Amazon. I called them. Yeah, I cracked it. I got Amazon. Amazon is good. Microsoft is big. Again studied. I got Microsoft. It's good. But do you know where the smart people work? Your family will never consider you smart, for sure. Google. They are smart people. No, I don't think so. No, they are. These are the people who are telling me about that Google, the smartest people are working at Google, have zero idea if Google has double O or double G, or maybe both. I got Google, and the first question which I got when are you moving to US? I lost at that point. That was that question, because Google was never a dream for me. Like, it was way far from the dream. I was not considering that. And when I got that, they gave me the new target. At that point, this time, not before that, but at this point, I decided I will never take society seriously. I will never consider their points. What are they telling me? They cannot tell us who we are, what we can do. You can always think about maybe our college in that location where companies are not coming. Maybe our CGPA is that low that we cannot sit for placements. Our parents are waiting for our job. But I just want you to think about it. Can you do BTech again? Can you crack JEE again? You are in your third year. You are in your fourth year. You can't. So pay attention to detail. That's a mechanism we need to follow. The details which does not matter in our life, we should give exact zero time to that. And there will be a void will create. And that void, when you will sit with yourself, will help you to decide what to do next. That was the void I want you to please feel. Please just ignore all the noise, whoever is telling you. Maybe our professors are telling us different story. They are not right, but their intention is always right. They just want that we should not die poor. That's the only thing our professor wants. They don't know. They are just telling you because they are telling the same things to their children also. Do you really need to work on that? You may think, just grab your possibility, grab your chances if that is good for you or not, and just forget it. That's the thing which I did. And I never considered any thought from the society. That was the thing about these jobs, about the Instagram and about the society. But the new question which arises is that, what is AI? Are we losing it? And that AI, which I want you to know, yes, we are losing. We are losing the jobs. We don't have the chances to grow further. But there are new possibilities which are creating. And that is, now you and a senior engineer with 15 years of experience and you are a fresher, there is zero difference, exact zero. Because he is also using the same model to get the answer which is getting used by you. There is Claude. It's just about who is writing the best question, because you will get the best answer. You can ask your team lead, experienced senior, like why your answer is correct, because I am also asking the same thing with the same prompt. That's the thing. So I would say, please work on this. Do not forget this. Don't care about the CGPA, college and other shits. You are way bigger than this. And at the end, there is a quote which I really love, and that is, there is a crack in everything, and that's where the light gets in. Thank you, everyone. That's been my time.